This is me. Or at least it was me until I fell off to where I am now hardstuck Immortal 1. But I have a plan to return to my peak, raw acceleration. It combines the speed of high sensitivity with the precision of low sensitivity. And on paper, it should level up my game. So I'm gonna give it a real shot and see if it actually helps me. Except I have no idea how to set this up. So I just spent a few minutes going back and forth and trying to set up a good curve for me. And in the end, I crafted up this curve. My thought process behind the curve was that after a large movement, the sensitivity would spike in order to give my flicks intention. And there's no better way to practice this than with Kovacs. But little did I know, this one Kovac session was the beginning of something much greater. Because it led me to decide that I want to become an aimer, to make shots like these regular for me. So I have a new goal in my raw acceleration journey. I want to hit an insane flick. A shot like one you've never seen before. So with my training and a goal in mind, I set out to the desert of ranked. But it was evident that I still had a long way to go. It was an easy first game, but becoming an aimer goes beyond just winning. For the first time, we get to see the mouse acceleration at work, the precision of low sensitivity, combined with the speed of high sensitivity. But how do I know this is the doing of the acceleration? Well, we'll see how the results fare at the end of the week. I'm starting off on a clean slate. My goal is to reach Immortal 2, but I've already run into a dilemma. And no, it's not that I've deranked to Ascendant, but every time I lose, I just instantly blame it on my aim. I cannot improve like this. But I was naive at the time, and I chose to counter this with more aim training. I played Kovacs, death matches, but all this did was fuel my want to rely on aim alone. And this led me down a dark road. If I'm able to one-tap everyone, shouldn't I win every game? That is true for a player like Tenz. So then what would be Tenz's weakness? This Killjoy. They must be some insane professional player, right? No, it's Lily Pichu. I thought I had it figured out, but it turns out I had just begun. How can Lily Pichu kill Tenz? The puzzle pieces are not fitting for me. Maybe it's her role? Lily Pichu was on Sentinel, but I thought Duelist would be the best role for me. I mean, if I want to rely on my aim, I would want a self-sustaining fragger, but I just wasn't doing my due diligence on the Duelist role. So I decided to lock in a different role, because now I don't have to focus on entering and I can focus more on my aim. And it's those moments. The games where you just take a moment to slow down.
Just mark it open.
Is when everything just starts to click. After 3 days, I got my first MVP and I was finally starting to see some results. Turns out my theory about my role was correct. So I ran it back on Smokes for what was the weirdest game I've played in a while.
Hi.
Wait, guys, their Jet added me and invited me to his party. I'm gonna try and get info on their team.
What if everyone in the team joined the party?
Yes, I got
What is up, brother?
What is
good,
this?
bro?
What do you mean, what is this, bro? It's fucking, this is the enemy team. Swing.
For a ranked game, the team chemistry was there.
Oh, it's for a reason. Oh my god.
This game is a benchmark of how consistent my aim has become over the past few days.
There's two. Tails close.
Stairs. Outstairs. Oh my god.
Wait, what is this?
Wait, that goes just.
I gained 17 RR from that game, and after 4 days of using mouse acceleration, I can confidently say that my aim was visibly improving. But to be a good aimer, you need more than good aim. I feel like I was on the edge of a breakthrough, held back by some unknown underlying issue, but I couldn't pin it down for the life of me. Enter Obey. A Radiant coach who has agreed to figure out what my issue was. But in order to review my games, I needed to select a specific role for him to review. I've always struggled with my roles, but I decided to go back to the Duelist role. If I want to achieve my goal of hitting an insane, flashy flick, there's no better role to choose. Obey and I decided to review this game on Raze where I went 15 and 17. And after not even a minute in,
Like, one thing already is you're giving them like way too much space in surf around.
now I don't know what I expected going into this,
Very in sorry kind of got like I wouldn't have way too much. Here you're like
but I got very humbled. I mean, like, extremely humbled. Every round I was making a major mistake. But above all, there was one thing Obey said that really stood out to me.
Do you know what angle advantage is? I'm gonna tell you what you did wrong there. Because there in that peak, when you're peaking main, That's a dog shit peak there.
He showed me this screenshot from one of his YouTube videos. The player furthest from the angle has the advantage. This was not new information to me, but my issue was I was too afraid to take that fight. And to that, he said this.
Wait, you're scared of dying doing proper peaks, but you're not scared doing this?
To me, what he just said opened up a whole new world. I didn't think about a confidence issue.
You have the aim, I don't know why you don't have confidence.
Then Obey wanted me to play a deathmatch using the sheriff only.
Your aim is so nice with the sheriff. It's satisfying to watch.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have blushed a little there. I queued a rank game right after where Obey was gonna coach me live. Yup, he was gonna coach me live until his internet died.
My Discord, everything's lagging. You're running like 3 frames and 10 pixels.
But at least I hit these nice shots. Obey left and I was now back on my own. And not only did I get back in Immortal, but I was improving as a player. Day 6 was a standard day. I tried putting what Obey said into practice and it allowed me to unleash my aim. I was hitting much cleaner shots, I wasn't spraying, and I was starting to become one with the raw acceleration. At 44 RR, I was halfway to my goal of Immortal 2, but just when things started looking good, on the last day of the challenge, I decided to be an idiot. I changed my acceleration curve. When I first made my curve, I kind of just experimented and did what felt right. But I decided to use a calculator that would find the curve for me. And why I decided to do this on the last day was beyond me. But I effectively erased my 6 days of practice to restart on a different curve. But as long as I win my next few games, I'd still at least be able to rank up to Immortal 2. Oh. I lost my next game. 7-13. The game after that was even worse. 5-13. I threw off my entire flow by changing my curve. But I thought it'd only be fair to give myself another day to compensate for my lost muscle memory. I started off strong, winning the first game, and even stronger with an 11-6 lead on my second game. I was just 2 rounds away from undoing the damage I caused yesterday.
Phantom diff.
GG's, bro.
GG's. Have a good day.
That was a hard loss. It was the nail in the coffin for me. Yeah, the raw acceleration helped my aim a bit, but consistent practice is how you get better. And I'll never know why I decided to change my curve. But in all the losses, at least one good thing came.
130.
The flick that I've been waiting 7 days to hit. It's not the most insane flick like I would have hoped for, but it's a special shot to me. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up. I will hit Radiant. So if you want to be here when it happens, you should subscribe. And also consider checking out this video.